Hello, everyone. Welcome to Theatrical Thursday. "You're an idiot, Harry," she said. "A melodramatic fool. You always were." I kept sinking into the earth and came level with her eyes. I could have stopped her. "I couldn't be sure you wouldn't have thrown the curse at me, too." She looked over her shoulder. Aurora had paused, a dim shape in the mist, and was waiting. The watery earth kept drawing me down, and I looked up at her now, at the soft skin on the underside of her chin. She looked down at me and said, "Goodbye, Harry." She turned and walked after Aurora. Then she paused, one leg bent, and turned enough so that I could see her profile. She said in that same casual, neutral tone, "It's just like old times." Then, after that, they left me there to die. It's hard not to panic in that kind of situation. I mean, I've been in trouble before, but not in that kind of tick-tock, here-it-comes kind of way. The problem in front of me was simple, steady, and inescapable. The ground kept getting softer, and I kept on sliding down into it. The sensation of it was warm and not entirely unpleasant. I mean, people pay money for hot mud baths, but mine would be lethal if I didn't find a way out of it, and the mud was already creeping up over my thighs. I closed my eyes and tried to focus. I reached out to feel the fabric of Elaine's spell around me and paused, trying to break through it. I didn't have enough strength. Once Aurora's circles dropped, I would be able to reach out for more power, but I'd be running short on time. And even so, brute strength wasn't the answer. If I just randomly hammered at the spell around me, it would be like trying to escape from a set of shackles using dynamite. I would tear myself apart along with the binding. Still, that dangerous option seemed to be my only hope. I tried to hang on, to stay calm and focused, and to wait for Aurora's circle to give out. I got the giggles. Don't ask me why, but under the pressure of the moment it seemed dang funny. I tried not to, but I cackled and chortled at the warm mud slipping up over my hips, my belly, and my chest. "Just like old times," I wheezed. "Yeah, just like old times, Elaine. You backbiting, poisonous, treacherous..." And then a thought hit me. Just like old times? Deceitful, wicked, clever girl. If this works, I'm gonna buy you a pony. I put the studied indifference of her words together with her whole bloodless attitude. That wasn't the Elaine I remembered. I could buy that she would murder me in a fit of rage, poison me out of flaming jealousy, or bomb my car out of sheer stubborn pique, but she would never do it, feel nothing. The mud covered my chest, and still Aurora's circle hadn't faded. My heart pounded wildly, but I struggled to remain calm. I started hyperventilating. I might need every spare second I could get. The mud covered my throat and slipped up over my chin. I wasn't fighting it anymore. I got a good, deep breath just before my nose went under. The darkness pressed over my eyes, and I was left floating in thick, gooey warmth. The only sound, the beating of my own heart thudding in my ears. I waited, and my lungs began to burn. I waited, not moving, fire spreading over my chest. I kept everything as relaxed as I could and counted the heartbeats. Somewhere between 74 and 75, Aurora's circle vanished. I reached out for the power, gathering it in, shaping it in my mind. I didn't want to rush it, but it was hard not to. I took all the time I could without panicking before I reached out again for the fabric of Elaine's spell. I had been right. It was the same binding she had used when we were kids, when she had been holding me down while my old master Justin Demore prepared to enthrall me. I had found the way out as a kid because Elaine and I had shared a certain impatience for our magical studies. Besides schoolwork, we had been forced to pursue an entirely different regimen of spells and mental disciplines as well. Some nights we would have homework until dinner and then head right for the magical stuff until well after midnight, working out spells and formulae until our eyes closed. Well, it was a good thing that Harry's friend didn't entirely abandon him and gave him a clue and a way to get out of his predicament. Well, that's what true friendships does sometimes. Even in a moment where you could get in trouble for helping someone, you still do. Anyway, I always enjoy hearing Dresden File stories. They're awesome. Till next time, till next Thursday, I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy books.